Hello, everyone. Sorry I'm late. Sorry, my microphone just squeaked. It's like totally great. Let me move my computer. Oh my God, you guys, it's been forever since I've done a live. I'm like trying to remember how it works. Hey, Nur. What's going on? Oh my God, my microphone. Oh. Hi, everyone. Also, you guys, I haven't watched Enemies with Benefits, so no spoilers. I'm watching it after I'm done with the live. I wanted to get that out before, in case any of you have watched it, which I'm sure you have. Jealous. I actually just released day one to the public of the Manila fan meet. Day two is coming. I'm editing it, so don't you worry. Oh my God, did you get to the part where I started crying? My eyes out? No, I cried my eyes out, which I was not expecting, but I did. It was not good, you guys. I just have to give film like props because I think she's done Bambi's character so much justice, you guys. Like, even if you think Bambi is like super annoying, that's the point, right? In some cases, you know. So if that is you, film is doing a good job. If you if you are to the point where you're like super frustrated with Bambi, film is doing a good job. Okay. You you cut out right before the tears started. No, right before. So you have that to look forward to whenever this live ends. Yeah. Um, you guys, I have a soft spot in my heart for Bambi. How are we feeling about, so since you brought up girl roles and we don't get another episode until tomorrow, the finale, what the hell? Good. Hello, welcome. Oh my gosh. You guys, I'm just seeing all of this oh my God, you guys, if you if you don't know, my brain doesn't work sometimes. But anyway, I was just talking about girl roles, episode 11. How do we feel about, so Shasha, for instance, right? Once she got with Goya, she like, I don't know. I feel like she completely changed because Shasha is very like um, tell it how it is, and then her mom came and she's like, all right, yeah, I'm just gonna do like, she needs to go have a real chat with her mom and tell her to leave them alone because I can't stand her mom at all. She pisses me off, you guys. She pissed me off in the other series that she was the mom in too. Like, what was that? Shadow of Love. Have any of you watched Shadow of Love? Any two of you watch Shadow of Love? If you have, then you know. Girl, I'm telling you, what was the reason? Why did she have to come back? Like, we finally get Sasha Goya together, and then bam. It's so annoying. Yeah. If you haven't watched it, it's interesting. It's interesting. They do like for some reason, what's the deal with like the potential of them being sisters part of the plot line? And then uh exactly, Ner, that's what I'm saying. Like, girl, you can't just come up in here now and act like you're the best mom in the world when really you're a shitty mom and you just want money. That's all she's concerned about. That is all she is worried about. And she is fooling nobody but herself. She sucks. I don't like her. I forget why I didn't like her in Shadow of Love, oh, right. She is the one that lied to them. I won't give too much away. But anyway, why do GLs forget that DNA tests exist? Like in a plethora of reasons, they forget that they forget that DNA tests exist, and it irks my soul. It irks my soul because a lot of like debate and questioning could be solved by a simple DNA test. But then we probably wouldn't have an 8 episode show. You guys, what is your favorite show going on right now that is currently airing? Mine would have to be Enemies of Benefits. I have not watched episode 5 today. I'm watching it after the live. No spoilers. But you guys, I think that Jing and Jan are doing such an incredible job. And their chemistry is fucking fire, in my personal opinion. Yeah, I am on I'm going to watch episode 5 of Hometown Romance today. I loved episode 4. I am going to also watch the episode 3 of Air today. You guys, I am caught up, but I haven't released them yet. I'm trying. Next week is going to be so much 4 elements so that I can be caught up to like release the episodes as they come out. So, but you guys, I absolutely love Hometown Romance. I think that Sonia and Look-Me are perfect in those roles. Like, actually, I believe with everything in me that Look-Me could be a farmer. Like, that's how good she's doing at that. That's how incredible she's doing. Like, if I didn't know that she was an actress and I saw her like pulling her cow along, I'd be like, oh, she does that every day. The Air is currently in slow burn mode. You guys, I love a slow burn in like while I'm reading a book. In fact, like if it's a quick burn, then I am like over it really fast. But with a show, there's a fine line of too slow. So I mean, this is episode 3, so like I'm fine with slow. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, I can't wait. I'm just gonna release all of my 4 elements, like one after the other, after the other, after the other next week, so that I can be caught up and I can release as they air. That would be so cool. Oh my god. You guys, I love the way that Lol's brain works, because like that was just such a great little treat for all of us. I feel like her brain crafting that dream, that was nice. And I loved that for her. But also, you guys, if someone actually smelled like real yogurt, that'd be a deal breaker for me. Just saying. But I know what they're getting at, obviously. You know, I'm not stupid. I understand what they're getting at, but okay, so Neri, your favorite is Hometown Romance. Is episode 3 your favorite of like overall now that you've finished the show? That's what I'm saying, Green. It doesn't smell good. Do you plan on checking out Love Beyond Dreams? I actually do. I haven't watched it. Sour yogurt is crazy. But girl, like whenever like yogurt does not smell great. So like, does it taste good? Yeah. Does it smell great? No. Um, but anyway, I understand they're talking, um, a scented yogurt smell. I guess I don't know. Um, girl, like Greek yogurt, and then green is in Turkey, and Turkish yogurt is sour. Yeah, strawberry yogurt. Maybe like regular yogurt. I haven't had regular yogurt in a really long time. I've only had like Greek yogurt, but back to okay, we got on the yogurt tangent. That's fine. But back to Love Beyond Dreams. Um, okay, you know what? I'm talking about like plain Greek yogurt, which is basically sour cream equivalent, which sour cream, Greek yogurt, plain. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, no, I guess like if you get like a flavored yogurt, then it's probably fine. So yeah, she probably smells like wonderful sweet strawberry yogurt. And I love that for her. Okay, so Love Beyond Dreams. This is one that I want to check out. I haven't checked out. I've watched what's the one? I watched like a big chunk of what is that show called? I was just talking about it. I don't remember. Oh, Shadow of Love. I just watched a big chunk of Shadow of Love. It's okay. I mean, like they do the weird like "Are we sisters?" trope thing, which I can't fucking stand. Um, yeah, I still have to watch Fulfill. I still have to watch Shades. I have to watch Love Beyond Dreams. I think I'm gonna do Shades first, just because there's only 6 episodes, and I can kind of like get that out of the way. Is Love Beyond Dreams still airing? Okay, cool. So like, damn, what's with all these little short series? Like I know Shades is getting a second season. I found that out. But at first I was like, only 6 episodes? That's crazy. Heart Code, 7 episodes. This 7 episodes. That is crazy. I was gonna ask about Frozen Valentine. I haven't watched it, but I saw it like pop up on my like recommended. It's not good. Perfect. It makes no sense. Good. Good. I love whenever we get shows that make absolutely 0 sense. Does it make sense in the in or it doesn't make sense. Do the actresses have any chemistry? Is there anything going on there? Okay, don't even waste my time. Got it. Got it. Because sometimes I'll watch like less like known or less wanted, shows on my own where I can like binge them, without recording. But yeah, no, I won't even check it out then. Good to know. Alif, what's up? Glad that you are here. I was wondering where you were at. Okay, so let's see. I'm doing good. We're out here talking about shitty shows and good shows, which is even better. Okay, so pacing's good in Love Beyond Dreams. Um, yeah, I want to check it out because it seems like I haven't seen like a trailer or anything. I don't know any of like the premise, but I have heard people talk about it, and I'm getting good vibes. Ooh, you guys, my theories never pan out ever. I'm off all the time. It's okay. Ooh, time travel to save someone. We need more GLs that are like out of the box, like outside the box. Because I feel like if we keep going and we keep getting these like ones that kind of follow the same plot lines and stuff like that, it's gonna get a little like I mean like overdone. It already kind of has started to be overdone. Um, but it's gonna be like boring. Yeah, we're talking about Love Beyond Dreams and how it's a good show so far, Brave. Yeah, green. I think like so like the market's just getting like super saturated. Everybody's trying to like get in, but I feel like it's quality over quantity, you guys. I have not watched yet Brave, but apparently it's good. Ooh, that sounds so good. That's what I'm talking about. We need more interesting plot lines, I feel like. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm trying to think of another show that I watched like on my own without you guys. Broken of Love. I thought it was okay. Um, My Only Sunshine I watched until and then I only watched the side couple moving forward because I could not deal. I could not deal the main couple after the situation. Yeah, I could not do that. That was just a no go for me. Literally. I know my my wife I was watching it because like she doesn't like super watch them with me. I make her watch some shows. Like after I film Girl Rules, I'll be like, all right, we're watching it again, and I'll rewatch it with her. And then also with like Four Elements, I've made her rewatch those with me. Um, but I was watching that and she was like, "Did that just happen?" And I was like, "Girl, I think that just happened." And I was like kind of pissed because I had started like I could see obviously like the side couple, um, and I was like, "Oh, they're gonna be cute," you know. And then that happened, and then she was like, "Oh my god, are you gonna keep watching?" And I was like, yes, but no." And then I would just sit there and like, or I'd be like editing, and then I'd look up, and as soon as the side couple came on, I'd be paying attention. That was my I mean, obviously, I had a problem with all of it, of course, right? But the problem with her just being like the next day, like, "Will you be my girlfriend?" And she was like, "You know what? We'll forget all about that. You did it because you love me. Yeah, I'll be your girlfriend." Um, I'm sorry. What the fuck? Are you okay? No, you aren't. I'll answer that for you. Neither of you are okay. Promise you that. Yeah. Um, yeah, I know. I was so upset. Like, because I was like, well, of course I knew that they're like the main couple, so they're gonna like stay together. But I was wondering like, how is this gonna be addressed? And then it got addressed in like the most shitty way ever by being not addressed at all, you know? Um, so yeah, I was really upset with that. Yeah, right? Yeah. Oh my God. Like y'all really dropped the like who approved that? And I understand it's a book, right? But there have been plenty of edits to books and like stories that are super problematic. Do that. Do that. I agree, Maggie. Um I saw whoever played the abuser. I can't remember her name, but I saw her post and she was like, yeah, totally like made it not a huge deal. And I'm like, hey, that actually was a huge deal. Yeah, I heard the book was 10 times worse. And isn't the book and Moonshadow kind of connected? Um, yeah, I've heard that the book was worse. Which one are twins? Emmy's character. Oh, okay, 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 okay. Okay. Got you. I didn't know if it was Bonnie's or Emmy's character that played the twin. That's crazy. Yeah. Is Moonshadow I can't remember. My friends read all the books. Like I've gone through like a reading drought, which is horrible. I hate it. But like perfect. See, GMMTV knows when to adjust series to make them like less problematic. I'm not saying they're perfect by any means, but like for instance, like I've heard Us in the book was like a completely different story. It was not great. I've read Pluto and they made adjustments to make it less problematic. So it's totally okay to do that. And I wish more like studios and um, companies would do that. Yeah, Lingworm's new series is also starting soon. What did you guys think about the teaser? I watched the teaser when it first came out. I'm intrigued. I'm worried. I'm like worried about watching another Lingworm series. If I'm being honest, I did not like Only You. Yeah, the clothing and the production did look better. I will give you that. Ooh, you want to be surprised, Aleph? That's fair. Okay, cool. So this is a book adaptation. So that is good to know. I did not know that. Yeah, I absolutely loved loved The Secret of Us. Um Again, it wasn't perfect, but it was I think that was my problem. I had so much expectation going into Only You, and then Channel 3 did what Channel 3 does, you know? Yeah, I don't know what happened with Only You. Like everything just felt super stiff and like kind of awkward. So yeah, I'm hoping on all fronts it's just a better time. um what's your most oh, okay, great. Okay. So hopefully they get those right then if that's what they're doing, you know. The editing and Only You. You guys, I'm gonna be real with you. I think I got to like episode 7 or 8 of Only You, and just like I had to drop it. It was doing my head in. Yeah, I knew that Lena Muse is a novel, so hopefully, we don't have anything to worry about. They'll do it justice. I mean, I know that the novel, from what I've heard, is pretty hardcore, like in a couple different ways. But hopefully they get it. They find a good balance. What show that hasn't come out yet, guys, are you most ready for that we know about? I am also shocked by that. Because yeah, they are conservative, and what I've heard about the book is that it's not conservative at all. Like in again in like a multitude of ways. Like sex work, how to say that, certain scenes that we haven't seen portrayed in GL, which I'm sure we won't see that type of anything in a Channel 3 series. Um, that'll be something they probably can't and won't do. I'm also really curious about the fire. I don't know their names, the actresses' names. I wish I did. Um, but I've loved seeing her play Fi. I was like, because I didn't know them, like I was probably not really like worried about that. But after seeing her um in the other ones, like I'm super okay, Namnung and Noi. Okay. Yeah, I'm excited to see them. I think they're gonna be cute. Yeah, I'm excited for episode 12, y'all. I'm scared. Like, how are we gonna get things wrapped up, you know? Um, that's that's what I'm excited about because she's been so vocal about like how silly love is, and like, girl, I just know you're gonna fall so, so hard, and I can't wait to see it. It's gonna be cute. Um, you guys, for girl rules, do you think there's gonna be like a time jump or something? Like, how are we getting to where we're getting to? Not ending on fucking Pride Month, that is poetic, not gonna lie. That is so funny. The writing has been, like, a little messy, I'm not gonna lie. Have I enjoyed every moment of it? Absolutely. Well, almost every moment. I feel like I didn't give a shit about Shasha's mom, and, like, I hate her and don't want her to be here. She can go and kick rocks, but, whatever. They had a different writer for every episode? Like, in a way, that's cool, but yeah, I feel like definitely probably should have communicated a little bit more so it could have felt, like, cohesive, you know? But who am I? Watching for visual and Shasha Goya. Yeah. You guys, I'm actually super surprised. So going into it, obviously I was most excited for um film for Bambi and Prim, but if I'm being honest, like I think Bambi is a very unique character and like super there's a lot of depth to Bambi, okay? And we haven't really even scratched the surface and I don't think Bambi has scratched the surface if I'm being honest. Like that girl like needs to stay and get help. Um, but yeah, I think like Prim and Bambi, once they got back together, I was like, okay, they're back together. Woo. Like it kind of like fell off a little bit for me. I love them, don't get me wrong, but like out of all of the couples, same with Shasha Goya. As soon as they got together, I feel like Shasha turned into like, which she always was, okay, but also I liked her like playfulness, but she turned into just like a lovesick girlfriend. Still like giving Goya shit and stuff, which we needed that, but I just feel like their story deserved more, if I'm being honest. But I absolutely love Prow and Min. Although I think Min is like pretty selfish, not gonna lie, but whatever. Not because she, needed time to come out and like accept things, not that at all. But it's always like Min or Prow has to like apologize or like bend to whatever Min needs. We did wait 2 years. You are right. You are right. Yeah, actually thinking about that, that is crazy that we waited 2 years. Oh my God. I have watched episode 11, Aleph, and I cried. That's right. Like it would be so complicated with that many writers. 12 writers on one show and then like I don't know. Yeah, like it could have been so much more like cohesive. Yeah. Yeah. Prim just kind of fell to the back, if I'm being honest. Like she's just been like the whole time, you know? She's now sha sha sha. Yeah, she is sha sha sha. Um oh my god. I wish Prim Goya got dragged a bit more. Hell yeah, that would have been fire. Also, I wanted you guys, Bambi and Shasha should have had their moment. It should have happened in episode what was it, 2 or whatever. Um, because like when it happened, I was like, ugh, like I want to be like totally stoked for this, right? Because like I think it's totally cool to have like I'm not like one of those people that's like they have to stay with her, they have to stay with, like fixed couples. Um, I'm fine with fixed couples, but I think branching out is totally fine and it should be like more accepted, I feel like. Cuz it again, like running with the same couples, it can get a little stale. Um, to me anyway, but Prim Bambi is worse than Inglat. Ugh. When I tell you I lived through Inglat, and I honestly don't know how I made it out. I really don't. Because that was gut wrenching. Okay. Let's see. Oh, that is sad. I don't think Namtan should have to apologize. It's like, girl, you did what you were supposed to do. Like I feel like Namtan acted Prim exactly how they intended her to be perceived. So, oh my god, yeah, Prim. The final scene in episode 11. You guys, I don't think I cried that much in that scene, but I bawled my eyes out with Goya and Bambi. So that's something. Oh, okay. I haven't watched any of JoJo's BL. I don't watch BLs really ever. No, no offense. I just don't. I can't compare, or I can't personally compare. Um, the fact that nobody knew about the Shasha Bambi kiss except for them is actually insane. That whenever that played, and then like you could just see, you could see Namtan. Namtan was like, what the fuck, but like also like trying to joke about it, but was I think using that as like a coping mechanism. But Love, I've never seen her so like she had some, and again, like I'm not saying like for any reason, but she did look kind of pissed off. I'm not gonna lie. Brave, that's fair that Bambi pissed you off. She hasn't pissed me off, but she has like I'm super frustrated with her. I just know like this girl, I wish her mom, if I'm gonna be honest, like I love that her mom was like more warm with her, after she was like, is it urgent, or whatever the hell she said. Um, but so I'm happy that she was like warmer towards her, but I needed her to be a mom for a second and like tell her, and again, I know that Bambi's grown, whatever, that's fine. But it's so obvious how much she's struggling. And I wish her mom would have been like, hey, actually, scrap the New York idea because you running away from your problems is not going to fix anything. I think Bambi needs to get a new therapist. It's obvious her current one is not doing the job. Um, and just needs like genuine help. And running away from everything is not going to do that. I can promise you. Yeah, Love looked pissed, y'all. She looked like she had steam coming out of her ears. I was like, and then like Milk like turned around to try to joke with her, and like Love wasn't having that shit, and Milk like turned around like, oh okay, I guess we aren't joking about it. I guess I guess you guys can joke about it. Her and Namtan can joke about their kiss and like, ooh, we did that. But as soon as Milk tries to return that energy, it's a no go. It's a no go. No, yeah, and I totally like I get it in the way that she shouldn't maybe be around Prim. She is dependent. And they are. They're both dependent on each other. However, Bambi um a little bit more, you know. But she's tried to just leave before and then she came back. Do you know what I mean? So leaving could be the answer, but it needs to be accompanied by something more. Um, Otherwise, it's gonna be a really shitty cycle. Um, but again, that's why I'm never upset with Bambi. I'm a Bambi defender because I just know that um, she's struggling so much. And yeah, like definitely, I've had like similar thoughts to Bambi, which is why like I just like get so emotional whenever I talk about her. Um, so yeah, no, like I just wish she would get to the root of things. Because I think if Bambi does, her and Goya, or I mean, her and Prim, now that I feel like they do have a better understanding of each other. Um, well, I think Bambi has a better understanding of Prim, but Prim has still hasn't seen everything about Bambi, and that's not her fault. Bambi's doing a good job or trying to do a good job of hiding it. Um, but I think if they do get to that, they could be good together. Also, same with me and Milk. You guys like Milk? I was never sleeping on Milk. I promise. Like I've been maybe during 23.5 because like I hadn't seen her outside of Ongsa and I was like, oh, she's a little nerdy cutie, you know, like so precious. And then I saw her outside of Ongsa as Milk, and I was like, darn. Have you seen the trailer or episode? I have not seen. You know what? Maybe I saw. Was it the pilot or the? I haven't seen the most recent thing, so I know that's probably the trailer. But I think was there a pilot for Chasing Love? It's a legit PR nightmare. Oh no. What's going on? I would be okay if they are not together in the end. Like that is okay. I was confused because I guess there is. I hope. I mean, I don't know. There's a time jump or something. I don't know because whenever we ended on the scenes with Prim and Bambi, and then the trailer for or the preview for the next episode came on, and they were like making out against the wall. I was like, guys, I'm getting a little bit like I'm getting freaking whiplash from what is going on. Um, okay, so what's going on with Chasing Love? A PR nightmare? What's happening? You didn't make it 20 minutes into Chasing Love. Awesome. Okay, so that's what I have to look forward to with it. Are you guys telling me that this should be one that I watch on my own, um, or attempt to watch on my own? I think I just like remember for the Chasing Love. If there was a pilot, I think I saw that a long time ago. I think they were like making out in like a kitchen or something, and then like stuff fell or something. I don't know. Okay, playing will irritate me. Okay, okay. I'm down to watch a show for a side couple. Like, I have no problem doing that if they're, you know, if they're giving me what I need. So if that's what Chasing Love ends up being, then been there, you know? You guys, how are you feeling about Enemies with Benefits? Don't spoil me for episode 5. But how are you feeling about Enemies with Benefits? I need to talk to people because you guys, Jan Jingjing, everything to me. Absolutely everything to me. You watch Queendom for the Side Couple? Hell yeah. I thought they were cute. And the story was different, which again draws me in. Yes, I would watch a Lynn Prout series in a freaking instant because they they did they did great in Queendom. Absolutely great. And then like the behind the scenes after they did like because they've been friends, you know. And you know, some friends are like, "Oh, I can kiss my friend, it's fine," which like I can't relate to that. I have no idea how people do that. They were like, "No, I couldn't look at her after. I could not even make eye contact with her after doing that," which is so real. I was gonna say I've read like half of the novel and then I entered my drought. Okay, my reading drought, which I hate being in. But from what I had read up until, you know, I was like, wow. Or what I've seen, I was like, they are killing it. Like it's perfectly lining up with the book. That's like when it started with them like in bed, you know. People were like, oh, we're starting it out like that. I was like, that's exactly how the novel starts. Yeah, Enemies with Benefits is a fun watch. I do love though, like how much underlying to them they think it's underlying feelings, but I love how like transparent it is to us as viewers. Yeah, true. We do need a break every once in a while, which is why like I'm gonna watch episode 5 of Hometown Romance today. But like it's nice to get like just like a more lighthearted show to break up what we what we have been given lately, you know. This episode, oh my god, I'm so excited. I am actually so excited with their characters and series. Yeah. Um yeah, I was like a little I don't know who I was expecting. So I do know who I was like thinking was going to play um in Enemies with Benefits, and it was not Jan Jingjing. Like I just had in my mind like whenever I was reading it, I was like picturing because I think film said something about like, "Hey, glasses, come here," or I mean, one non-Tanner film said that, and I was like, "Oh, that's kind of like a little hint, right?" So I was thinking it was going to be them. So whenever I read it, I was picturing Nam Tana's Law film as wine, and then that did not happen, right? But I feel like they are doing it like so much justice. Yeah, I do love. That's what I'm saying. Like there is so like on the surface, it's fun, da 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 da. But like how much love the characters Lol and Wine have for each other, and like also yeah, they have their own depth. I think is perfect. I'm trying to think. What's another series coming out that I'm excited for? Obviously, Moonshadow. Obviously, Fire. You know which show I'm like, what the fuck's going on here? I saw a preview for, oh, Wish Upon a Star and Love Echoes. Yeah, they both look so good. They really do. I'm excited to see, I don't really follow the actresses from Wish Upon a Star, but I'm excited to see that story. I think that story's cool. Yeah, their reactions their reactions to the show, they're so funny. It's like they've kissed, like, how many times, and they've done, like, how many scenes, and then every time they're, like, freaking out. It's so fun. Very excited for which one? What episode? Episode 5? Love Echoes airs this year, maybe, but the other one not until next year. Damn. Yeah. I think so GMMTV needs to, like, which, like, I'm grateful we have, they announced 8 GLs, right? But y'all, like, and I understand, like, I want all the girls to have breaks and stuff like that. I don't want them to be overworked whatsoever. Um, but they have, like, so many couples and, like, you know, I just I hope that they really prioritize GL in the future because I think it's the wave and we are very much ready for more. Milk Love is ditto, which I'm curious about that one. Um, I am happy to see Milk Love getting more, like, not so light, bright, and kind of green flaggy shows. I feel like I want to see how they do with, more darker roles or um, something like that. No, they don't realize that they can they don't realize that. And I'm like, hey guys, um, we're here too. And I'm pretty sure like the engagement that GL is getting is surpassing their BL people at the moment. And I may be wrong with that. I may be wrong. So don't quote me. And I'm not saying like get rid of the BLs. BLs are there. Let them be there for sure. But GLs are here too. And they are profitable. And it is very obvious that there is a market for both of them. Um, so like, you know, Milk has Scarlet Heart, which has been in production for like 2 years. Exactly. They air 4 BLs a week. Help us out, y'all. I mean, we have Girl Rules and Enemies of Benefits. Let's even that number out a little bit. Yeah, I mean, like the legacy like couples in BL. Okay, sure, they've been around for a long time. They have a huge following. If you gave that energy to that same energy that you give BLs to GLs, I promise you, like it wouldn't take long for that to happen. Is anyone watching BL? Not here. Not here. Her has been in the writing phase for months. Good, because the pilot They need to do some tweaking on that. Some major tweaking on that. And I hope they do. Ooh, okay. Beauty and the Bike and Third Person will start this year. I watched those pilots. I tried to record it. My camera didn't work. So unfortunately they will not be out. But I did watch the pilots. Um Third Person, yeah. Yeah, that looks crazy. And obviously, I'm excited for Beauty and the Bike. Isn't P Dad and Fame gonna be in that? I know I'm not saying together because we don't know that, but aren't they supposed to be in that? Jenny and Jaina's new show, Lunar Secret, which Nerd, didn't you say that they aren't releasing that until next year either? Am I saying your name right, Naraya? Is that right? I just want to make sure because I want to like address you whenever you say. Saw. You made it out. I love that for you. I love that for you. Um, yes, I agree with you. Stay. I'm jealous. Stay. Oh my god. Like I totally if that were an option for me, that would be totally something that I would do. I'm actually going back to school to get yeah, I need to get gone. But anyway, us US people, we know what we're talking about here. But yeah, no, with Namtan, yeah. Nothing against Namtan at all. She's just, doing her job. Yeah. Yeah. That is totally true. And I'm so happy that you are not here. Like for you, I'm so happy. Because it is not it right now and hasn't been for a really long time. Forever. But anyway, let's see. Uh my problem is if they go with how the pilot went, which I understand they're writing. They're probably trying to figure out what the hell to do with the plot. If they go through with how it was laid out to us, it's not it's definitely not sitting right with me. And I don't think it should. And I don't want to be like too uh I don't know. But my problem is how Namtan's character got to where she was. Like, I don't know. I don't know how to articulate that. I think I did a little bit better of a job in my reaction articulating that, but Okay, they said that we misinterpreted it. Yeah, I do definitely feel like it should have have been very clear, because from what it looked like, the person only transitioned after they got shot there, and then for revenge, and that is actually not okay, and that will never be okay. The director said it's no transfer for revenge. Okay, it gave that. Yeah, like, I'm sorry, how else, like, I'm not too sure, like, how that was misinterpreted. I just feel like that was interpreted exactly how it was given to us. But, whatever. Yeah, so I hope that, yeah, they figure something out to make that not that. I was so pumped too, y'all, whenever I was like, "Oh, yes," because I'm a film girl, so I was like, "Yes, film and Namtan are gonna have another series," and then that was like what we got, and I was like, "Okay." We aren't gonna give you all the answers. Wow. Wow. Like, if we misinterpreted it, okay, then, like, let us know how we should have. What were we supposed to get from that? How is it supposed to be? Clear it up for us, you know? You want us to be cleared up, cleared up. Exactly. Wild. What did you guys did any of you guys watch Broken of Love? What were your thoughts? I'm curious if we align there. You finished it, Green? Yeah, the subtitles were a little janky. Yeah, if I'm being honest, I probably like wouldn't rewatch it. It was like very mid to me. I was expecting a lot, but yeah, my expectations, I guess, were a little too high. I don't know why. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I guess like I actually don't know how to word what I'm thinking, but yeah, I know. I was just expecting a little bit more. That's fair. That's fair. It was her first production, so I'm gonna, you know, I hope that like you didn't find any chemistry at all. I think it comes a little bit later. I mean, yeah. You guys know what I'm ready for? I don't care. I don't care. Um, I'm ready for Dangerous Queen. Dangerous Queen. And I think didn't Nerd just confirm that it's going to be like a whole second season? Oh my god, no, stop. Those scenes, me and my wife were watching it and she was like, "This is kind of awkward." I was like, "Yeah, I know." Oh my god, those scenes were hilarious. Okay, yes, it's a whole season. That's what I'm talking about. That is what I needed to hear. I'm so excited, you guys. Exactly, yeah, I was like, "Damn," like, because whenever they're like, "Yeah, it'll probably come out, like, later this like, at the end of this year," I was like, "Why?" But yeah, since it's a whole season, that's fine. And, I love the fact that this was also Nur's first show, right? Doing her thing. And I love how much, like, she took in the fans, like, critique and, like, suggestions, and I feel like it's gonna show significantly in season 2. Everyone died, who's gonna be in the season? Hey, hey, bye, bye, Bo's mom, bye, bye, Kim. I don't need them. I don't need them in my show. We do need chaos, but also I wanted to punch them in the face the entire show. So we need to find chaos somewhere. But if I had to hear Bo's mom, like, ask tell her that she owed her money for literally nothing one more time, I was gonna die. Um, oh, they didn't die in the novel. I haven't I again, that was one of the books that I was reading whenever I entered my drought. Oh, if that happened in real life? Yeah, no. I don't know, like, what kind of, um these women be forgiving these women too easily. I'm like, yeah, no, like, you are horrible and I would never speak to you again. But, whatever. Okay, so you read the books. Did you read the Be Mine series? Tell me you read it. Tell me you read it, please. Did you love it? Did you love it as much as I loved it? Am I weird for loving it so much? Like, I don't know. Literally my favorite. Like, if those don't get picked up by a company, I'm gonna be pissed off. Yeah. Yeah, I was so upset whenever that got canceled. I was so sad. Who is your favorite couple? We'll see if we align there. Yeah, that prologue that they did, like 45-minute prologue, I was so stoked for it, and then they took it away. Yeah, Be Mine. I was so sad whenever they ripped my dreams up for that show. Be My Baby. I liked the Orange Folk couple too. I'm so glad that they're, like, still a couple. Um, Oh, that does suck, Nur, like, damn. Because, yeah, I bet you would love, like I think that you would like the Be Mine series. Who is Be My which couple is Be My Baby? I have to look it up really quick. Does that affect you guys at all? I don't know. Yeah, I know. I'm having a hard time, like, I know, but I don't know. Can you guys still see me? Okay, cool. I don't know how I don't know how YouTube Live works, so let me see. Yes, Zhao Jie. That is my favorite. Zhao Jie and Satang. Green, I never have a problem understanding you. You are doing great. Your English is great. I just hate that like you don't get to like read the whole novels. Let me see. Yeah, Zhao Jie and Satang were in Mate the Series, the side couple. Yeah, I was sad. I have seen Mate. Yeah, I have seen Mate. English is your native language, but it's your worst language. That's what you said. No, you're doing great, girl. Like honestly, if you wouldn't have told me that you were Turkish, I would have never. I would have. There was nothing to indicate that English is not your first language. You are killing it. Non-English speakers get better English. What other languages do you speak or know? Okay, so Aleph, you're the opposite. You can read and write really well, but you can't speak really well. And Nur, you're the other way around. No, again, Aleph, again, you're killing it. I promise. Like, I did not mean it to sound like any other way. No, you guys like are really good at English. I promise. You're just like hyper aware and critical of yourself, but to like an outsider, no, you guys are doing great. Dang. Nice. I have like this mental block, like especially speaking another language. Like for instance, Thai. Like I had learned, I was learning Thai for a while, and like reading it, fine, right? And like again, Thai is so interesting because um, combinations of words that could be spelled kind of the same, this and that are different because of tones and stuff like that. But yeah, like speaking it, like I didn't think I was like that tone deaf, but damn, I'll be saying something so wrong, I promise. Trying to trying to speak Thai. Oh my god, I'm over here and like I want to like figure out I don't know. I need a different method. Nice. So do you speak like Puerto Rican Spanish? Like, uh, I think it's like I forget which letters that they pronounce differently. Nice. I took French in school and I don't remember a single thing. Spain, Spanish, no. You're like, no, I can't do that. That's fair. Yeah, I know. Like whenever I was in Thailand, I met a Spanish girl, and like my one of my best friends is Mexican. So, hearing them speak Spanish together was kind of funny because like it sounded completely different. But like, yeah, it was fun. Hey, brave, about as much as me, and I took it for like 3 years. Oh, that's so funny. Wow, yeah, you're a busy person. I learned like with a tutor for like a few months. I can't remember how long. And like, don't be wrong, like I learned so much, and I've retained like quite a bit. But it's always like the speaking, and like I don't have anybody to speak to in Thai, so like retaining that part is rough. You learned a little Thai thanks to Poisonous Love. You would think like with how much I like listen, yeah, I don't know, like I have to get better. And like I'm like actively listening. Like I can pick up like quite a few things, but obviously not. Oh my god, I don't even want to know. It's gonna piss me off how much cheaper you're. I mean, I'm so happy for you. I'm just saying, like, why do we live here? 5K. Awesome. I love that. You know what? I love that so much for you. I love that so much for you. Oh my god. It's a scam here. We are living in like the world's biggest freaking scam. Yes, 20 times the amount for probably a much better education. Yes, 20 times the amount for a much better education, and living there, she or I don't know how you pronounce, but you have a probably free healthcare. That is wild. Yeah, it's like the more I think about it, like the more it pisses me off. Uh, yeah, it's insane. It's insane. I've never been to Canada, like any part. I do want to go. I haven't traveled much, honestly. Like I've been to like a lot of the US, like a lot of the US, but um not many other countries. But yeah, you're in the right place. You are in the right place. It looks so pretty. definitely on my list of places to go. Yeah, that is very true. That is very true. So many different um yeah, the differences are drastic from state to state, for sure. Yeah, me and Kelly talked about that. We understand like it's so tough like finding the time where it works for both of us considering it's just, she has a kid, she's got multiple channels. I have a full-time job and a channel. Um, but we are really trying. The next episode will be coming out very, very, very soon. Um, and then we're like making a very active effort to just, we're loving the show. And like, we wish that we could just like, you know, get them out like super fast. But we are actively working on getting them out much faster because we want to like, we do love the show. So yes, we are going to be watching the rest of Heartcode together. In the future, I don't know if we'll watch like a full show together just because yeah, it is like tough to just get our schedules to align. But maybe we'll do like the first episode and then we'll just like have discussions about like, you know, this week in GL, we'll talk like our thoughts on like what we've watched that week. Also, I stand by that Ohio and Florida aren't real. Wait, I know why. Um, yeah, we're on episode 4 of Heartcode. Let me see. I know why Florida isn't real, but Ohio, I haven't heard much about Ohio. Is it just like wild? I mean, like I live in Missouri, which like I live in St. Louis, and St. Louis is crazy. I'm not gonna lie. It is. It is insane here. Oh yeah, I've seen Glee, so I know about Lima, right? Lima, Ohio. I don't know. Ohio is just Ohio. Okay. Florida is crazy. My wife is from Florida. Um, it's crazy. Your brain is burning trying to understand English. Yeah, Kelly and I like we go through we've had to make a rule whenever we and we've only enacted this rule for one episode. But moving forward, it is our rule that because what our problem was is that while we were encountering so many technical difficulties, right? Which those were kind of out of our hands, okay? I mean, while we were encountering so many technical difficulties, we were just sitting there and we were talking and talking and talking, which I love, just, and this was before we were recording, and just like talking about all the shows, this and that, what we thought. And like literally, we would be talking for like hours. And then we couldn't get for some reason, like technical difficulties really got our ass for a while there, but we got it figured out. I mean, still there's a lag in like the reactions. It's just like, it is what it is. Um, but yeah, we've made a rule that we cannot talk before we do our reaction, because sometimes like if we were to talk, we would talk for hours and then like it's like 4 o'clock in the morning by the time I'm done recording, or by the time like we're going to start recording, and like I have to get up. Like I have to get up the next day. So yeah, our new rule is we have to record before we talk about anything. Yeah, so Kelly is actually, she is living in Bangkok and I am living in St. Louis, Missouri. So there is actually a 12-hour time difference, which is what is making it so difficult. And like she has a kid, so like she can't stay up late, you know? Or like she has to like have like obviously she has to like take care of her child, and I totally understand that. So like we'll record my nighttime, her morning time, like when her kid's at school. Um, so I am like, that's why it's been so tough. Um, yeah, she's in Bangkok. I didn't know, like, because like I used to watch reactions all the time before I started my channel. But I don't think she had started her channel yet. But then once I started my reaction channel, I honestly like don't have a lot of time to like watch reactions. So I didn't know much about her. I'd like seen her pop up, and then one of like our mutual like followers or subscribers was like, "Hey, you guys should," because I was going to Bangkok, and they're like, "You guys should meet up." And then we met up and we talked and became friends. No, no way. That is crazy. I started Poisonous Love before you. Yeah, that's why it makes sense. She's been to so many events. Yeah. Oh my god, yeah. Yeah, she lives there. I'm so jealous. You guys, I'm not even kidding. My entire like my 3-week vacation, whatever it was there this past time, other than the days that I was like deathly ill, like I got really sick and I was like out of commission for like 2 or 3 days. But every other day we were at an event. Like I'm not playing around. I don't even care if it was like most of them are just free events, you know. But um, yeah, gotta get what you can get while you're there. Ooh, the heat. The heat is crazy. I look like a dying. I look like a dying wet mop in Thailand. Also, that flight. Yeah, the flight is long. It is, but accommodations like and like I've stayed at like really nice hotels, and I've stayed at like could have been way better, you know. Which like typically like I'm like a germaphobe, so like and like that doesn't always mean everything. So like more expensive ones aren't always the cleanest and this and that. But um I stayed like this past time, me and my friend, we got an Airbnb, and we were in a part of town that I really like. It's a little bit further away from like all the events, but it's really close to the it's really close to Leshai or Leshy, which is the bar right down the road, which did not like determine why I stayed there, but it was nice. You know, it was like 5-minute bike ride from the bar. But uh stayed there for 3 weeks. My half of the stay was like $350. And it was clean. Um there was like an outdoor kitchen. We didn't really use that. But a 7-Eleven right down the road, so like you could get, you know, water and snacks and stuff really easily. But yeah, if heat is the only thing deterring you, and I mean obviously the long flight and the price of the flight, I totally get that. That is like the only reason why I'm not there more often. Because if the flight was a little bit cheaper, I don't even care about how long the flight is. Like I would be there all the time. No, you like to binge the shows because you don't want to have to wait, and that's totally understandable. I get that. because I'm struggle like I struggle for like waiting for enemies of benefits, waiting for girl roles. I really do. I will say our money was stronger in 2025, 2026. I noticed a huge difference, but that's okay. It is an amazing place. You really went to visit Chiang Mai. I visited beautiful, stunning. Um, it was like much more laid back. I'm a city girl, so like Bangkok is my vibe. But if you like the mountains and nature, that is your place. I promise. Want to go to That's fair. It's beautiful and it's iconic, right? OT, it's all good. Welcome. Glad you could make it. Yeah, you'd be just fine, T. The heat wouldn't slow you down. I got like a lot better with it and I knew like what to wear and what not to wear. Like whenever I first went, I brought like heavyweight t-shirts, like and ooh, that that was hot. So just like lighter stuff. I think my next trip to Thailand will be I can't go to Blush Blossom this year because I'm too broke. But next year I'll be going. Did you live in the city in New York or did you live not in the city? You wouldn't have to change your wardrobe at all. Lucky, lucky. Oh, that's right. Yeah, you told me. Yeah, you lived in Queens. I've been to New York a few times, mainly for like I went to like an Inglot uh fan meet there, to a concert there, um, and then just to visit, obviously, too as well. Little block called Springfield. Oh yeah, yeah. No, I went to the first Inglot US tour in Dallas, Texas, and then we all like anybody that was there, like the people that I met while we were there, we were like, all right, if they come back, they had talked about like New York, and we were like, we'll meet in New York again, and like a bunch of us met in New York again. It was so cool. Yeah, no, the first Inglot show, I drove 9 hours from St. Louis to Dallas to go see Inglot. I'm serious about my girls. I promise. I hope you get to see Jinjae again. I am so sad that I missed that. I'm telling you. I mean, like I was waiting for a reason because I had no idea that was happening. Okay. But also Jan Jingjing were there too, and I wanted to see them. But the fact that that was happening probably 3 feet away or 300 feet away from me, that'll really get you. Not gonna lie. I will make sure to see Jinjae again. Me and Kelly have talked about a GL podcast, and I think it is something that we are definitely heavily considering. I'll say that. Um, yeah. So stay tuned. We're still working on something like that. Brave, hell yeah. We'll all meet at Inglot's wedding, okay? When that happens. And then maybe we should have another event that we could potentially, if for some crazy reason an Inglot wedding doesn't happen, we should have a backup event that we got to go to. Because, yeah. Of course, my eyes were searching for Jing Jing. Don't play with me in Jing Jing. I just don't know what to tell you. Jing Jing is one of my everythings, you guys. What is my favorite GL of the year so far? That is a good question. And that is a good question. I will say Enemies with Benefits is definitely up there, because I absolutely love Jan Jing Jing and their chemistry. And again, it's a light watch, but it is super cute. I think maybe Enemies with Benefits, but I loved Earth. I loved Water, but y'all, episode 7. It hasn't come out. My reaction hasn't come out yet, but I was fuming the entire episode 7. I'm just gonna say, I wanted to take Lada and tell her about herself. But Heart Code. I'm really enjoying Heart Code, you guys, and I can't wait to get I feel like we're just getting to the edge of the meat of the story. So I can't wait to really, really get into it. T, yeah, T is the one that told me that was like, hey, you guys should link up. She told us we should link up whenever I was going. So it's T's fault that it's taking us forever to finish Heart Code. Let's see. That's fair. There is a difference. Yeah, because one of my favorites is Girl Rules, just because I love that we get 6 huge actresses together, and I just love the thought of that, and I think it's so cool, and I hope that GMM TV does it again. More companies start doing it because I love interactions between actresses that we don't usually get interactions from. I really love that. So yeah, Girl Rules is one of my favorites for that reason, but I can understand and I can separate the fact that the writing isn't the best. So yeah, that is totally fair. No, you're gonna go to time. You guys, we just need to we need to go all at the same time one time. How cool would that be? All of us meeting up. That would be so insane. The Earth and Hometown Romance. I am also loving Hometown Romance so much. I haven't finished it, obviously, but I am loving it. They are so funny. And Glau, she's a little pervert, but she's so fucking sweet too. If Inglot's wedding happens, they'll tell us 1 year later. Yeah, that's so true. They don't want any of us crazy people there. No offense, but you hope I cry. Probably will. I don't know, with Kelly. I don't know, if I can cry in front of Kelly. She might be like, I don't know if she cry. I don't know if she cries during reactions. Does she ever cry in reactions, you guys? I don't know if I can just sit here and just she's hearing me sniffle in my microphone and stuff. That's so funny. You'll get to see me cry in episode 11 of Girl Rules. Y'all, I actually had to like cut the camera for a second. Like I had to pause and like get my shit under control because I was crying. I was crying. Let me see. Yeah, the love scenes did the opposite of slap in Girl Rules. Whatever that is. Um like, and again, like I'm not like one of those people that like, do I enjoy a good love scene? Absolutely. Does the whole show have to be love scenes? Absolutely not. But y'all, like the potential could have been fucking crazy, and I feel like the ball was dropped. And I'm not saying like there needed to be added love scenes or anything like that, but like the ones that we got, I don't know. You think Heart Code finale is the best finale? Yeah, I am super excited, you guys. You know, like, um, I'm with you on Hometown Romance. I've only watched 4 episodes, but the 4 that I've watched, I've absolutely loved. To me, Broken of Love wasn't it wasn't one of my favorites. Did I watch it all? Absolutely. Heart Code, I am enjoying. I just don't think that I've gotten to the meat of the story yet, which I'm excited for, believe it or not. Even though it's taking us a little while, but I am super excited for that. And then Earth, absolutely loved Earth. Yeah, I do cry even when I'm laughing. Oh my god, I really do. Yeah, that happens so easily. Yeah, I definitely get tears when I'm laughing. I love that for me, truly. That's my big yeah, I think that's my big problem is like the promo and um like and they kept being like, "Oh yeah, this is like like this is so crazy. You guys aren't ready. What you've seen is like nothing compared to what you're going to get." And then it's like, "Okay, but that's actually like all we got though." Like yeah, so yeah, I'm really excited to start that. I again like I've seen like other people too say that it's really good. So I'm excited to watch it. And I feel like it's like a yeah, like you said, underrated. I don't feel like a lot of people are talking about it, which is weird. My problem T with Broken of Love, well, actually, you know what? I don't want to give any spoilers away. Like, cause like what I was gonna say is like what I see as like a huge plot hole or a plot mishap, if you will. Um, but again, like, and I totally understand because a lot of those are intentional so that like the series can be a thing. So like, you know what? But I was happy to see Fi on my screen again, and I think her and Adam are really cute together. Yeah, Rose in episode 2. Oh my god, when she's meeting the princess, she is such a dork. She is such a dork for that. But I loved it. It was so cute. It was so cute. I also loved Rose's in this, I have these haven't released yet, but they are coming next week. But Rose's interaction with Lada in Water was so funny to me. Yeah, Rose is I love her. And then I also love like how she has Din and like the tightest chokehold. Like Din's just like taking care of her like she's a princess, which I love. but like rubbing her feet while she's just like eating snacks on the couch is so cute. Her in these close-ups. Also, like, they shouldn't have done such a close-up of Adam taking a bite of that cookie or whatever, because she took like two crumbs off the cookie, but whatever. Yeah, so far Earth is my favorite as well. I was so, if I'm being honest, because you guys know, like I'm an Inglat girl, and I love Inglat, and I loved water without a doubt. I loved it. Where I mean, like I was like frustrated at times, you know, whatever. Um, uh, Earth like came out of left field for me. So real for that, like being so real, because I didn't watch like any promo or anything, and I didn't know much about the character or I didn't know anything about the actresses. Um, didn't know anything about the plot, nothing. And then like they came in and I was like, dang, I loved them so much. I can't wait to start Shades. Um, I hear it's really, really good. The second half of Shades is crazy. Air is going really good. I have to watch episode 3. I'm going to watch it today. But the first 2 episodes I really liked. The first episode, ooh, I was not expecting any of that because I didn't watch any of the promos, so I don't know anything. But yeah. You feel like water strips some of the things. Yeah, I did want more cousin interaction. I was like wondering like, okay, I thought the little parts of Loam flirting with Lotto were so fucking funny though. But yeah, I agree. I wanted more. Um, and then also just like the limited amount of like actual time, or I don't know, like I know that they were around each other a lot, Lada and Nam, but like once they got, again, it was just like once they got good, shit had to be stupid for no reason, you know? Oh, the second season of Shades is going to be crazy. Okay. Yeah, I'm glad I somebody informed me because I was worried with it being 6 episodes. I was like, what are they going to be able to like, you know, really fit everything that we need in 6 episodes? And then somebody told me there's a second season coming, which will be another 6 episodes. So that's cool. $2 million on TikTok. Yeah, my friend read all of read the books, and she said she read the books like mainly for the cousin relationships. Oh, she's also a producer for the show. That's cool. They did better developing them in 6 episodes rather than 12. Yeah. Yeah. There's definite like yeah, I feel like Girl Rules definitely has its flaws. That is not an unpopular opinion, um, Aleph, because I agree with you. I actually mentioned it in my reactions, you'll see, but like the they're so slow moving, like the action scenes are so slow moving, especially like the close up like fighting scenes. It was a little cringy. And like with Heart Code, what I've seen so far, like I 100%, if I didn't know that um Tarn, or the actress that plays Tarn, or I don't know, I don't remember her name. Tongue, no, I don't know. Um, but if I didn't know that she was an actress and I just saw like that, I'd be like, oh yeah, she's a cop for sure. Like she has a believable energy. Tung Pang, thank you. Yeah, the action scenes in Heart Code are really good so far. Well, that's so I mean, that sucks. Like I wish she didn't get hurt, but the fact that she like put in that work is crazy. Yeah. Yeah, and like there were times where they were like running like right behind, and they were like they would wait until like they got out of the way to start shooting, which like again, like I'm glad because otherwise Loam would have gotten hurt, right? But like literally like the bad guys are running in the garage like this far away from Loam and the princess, and they stop, go the other way, and then they start shooting. It was like very awkward and weird, but you know, whatever. That's what I thought. They were in a girl group together. I think I mentioned that in like the whenever Kelly and I were getting ready to start episode 1. I was like, "Wait, aren't they like don't they've known each other because they were in a girl group together. Besties for 7 years." I think it is so cool. I've mentioned it, but like how connected the GL world is so insane to me. Like the web, like the connection web for that would be so crazy to see like illustrated out. Oh, they already have a new series announced. I had no idea. Love and Bloom. Okay. Maybe I'll convince Kelly to watch 2 episodes. Like we'll record 2 episodes in a day so that we don't have to wait for episode 5. Yeah, the connections are crazy. Namtan Apple, Namtan with June and Enjoy, Ginny Mew, Lena Jaina. Um, I've seen like pictures of Fi and Apple together from like years ago. Um, Sonia with everyone. Yeah, I love that for her though. She is loved by many. Yeah, yeah. She knows a lot of people. Yeah, I just love it, and I love whenever we like, they're at events or something, and then we get interactions. You guys, it's, like, one of my favorite things. Apple was in GMMTV at one point. I just saw an old video speaking of that, I just saw an old video of not super old, but, um, Film and Jan at Pride together from a few years ago. Be very prepared for episode 5. In a good way, T? Okay. Okay. Got it. Okay. Yeah, I'll convince her to watch 2 episodes in one sitting so that we can. Okay. I got you. I got you. I will I will convince Kelly to do 2 episodes in one sitting. Cuz yeah, we don't need to be waiting around if that's what we're getting in episode 5. Okay, okay. I see. I am picking up what you guys are putting down here. Yeah, Brave. We just need one giant sports day. All companies come together. They just get like a giant stadium. All GL couples come together and we have a sports day between companies. I'm about it. I would watch it. Yes, it needs to be girls only. You guys, I'm so sorry. I don't mean to be hateful, but like, I don't need any men there. Yeah, GMM and their man loving ways need to like get with it. Like, because I think like the production quality of GMM productions typically, okay, we have our outliers, right? Girl rules. But I think the production quality from GMM is like some of the best. So like I feel like I just want them to like treat the girls better, you know? Yeah, 4 actors ever participate, yeah. A North Star Sports Day would be so chaotic. I'm I'm just imagining Jaina's little squirrely self running around crazily. You love Lingworm, but you're praying. Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully, this new show will be great. We'll all keep our fingers crossed. There should be a revolution trying to get her a freaking GL. I don't know why she doesn't have one. Okay. Yeah, I saw her come out. I'm like, okay, we didn't need a reason, right? We didn't really need her to come out, but I'm glad she did. But she has, so get that girl a freaking GL now. I was so sure that Piploi and Jing Jing were gonna get paired up. So then whenever I saw Jan and Jing Jing, I was like, whoa, like I wasn't mad, but I didn't know who Jan was, if I'm being honest, because I don't watch BLs and or straight shows. I don't. So I didn't know who she was, and then I watched their miniseries, and I loved their chemistry on their miniseries. So like I was okay with that, but I was for sure thinking Piploi and Jing Jing were going to be a thing. Still, they would have done great things, but I am intrigued to see not we are gonna speak this into existence, not if People gets a GL, but when she does, who her partner's gonna be. Brave, did you say that your people ship, you're her partner? Go off, girl. I love that for you. Um, yeah, I know Jenny's good at boxing. She could take anybody out. And both were wrong, right? We were wrong. Um, yeah, I know that she is, right? But she always kisses girls as like a side character, right? Or because I think she's at like 5 or something. 5 or 6. That's so true. Ner. Yeah, whoever um people ends up with, they just go off somewhere. They get a different partner and they leave her behind. Which is so sad. Oh yeah, Hide and Sis. And that has Jan and Jing Jing in there too, right? I'm not gonna lie, you guys, it takes a lot for me to watch something that is not WLW, if I'm being real at this point in my life. Yeah, full women cast because nothing irks my soul more than like why would a man be there? You know, like completely unneeded and it like genuinely pisses me off. I want them to do a Girl Roll season 2 with different actresses and maybe have not 12 different writers, or if they do, be be at the same table and be a little bit more cohesive in the writing process. I want GMMTV, this is my petition, GMMTV to get the rights for the Be Mine series. Do it. I don't know who would play who, but I know that I would not mind anybody in GMMTV playing those characters. And this is my favorite part about I've said it, right? But I'll say it again. My favorite part about Four Elements is the fact that we have 4 different stories, but then we have characters that get to come in and out of the story that they aren't, the main characters of. I love getting to see that happen. And with Be Mine, that it would be the same thing. So we would have our main, this book is this show, this book, this book, this book. The characters from, can come in and out of the series. GMMTV is fully capable of doing 4 Elements Yes, they are. And I just need them to. I need them to. Because so far, in my opinion, I think that North Star has done a really good job. I understand, like, with Water, I do wish there was more cousin interaction for sure. But I think being so, fairly new, they've done a really good job. And like they just need to do it. That's so true. They take their time. They really take their time. And like, to a degree I understand, but especially like the GMMTV girls are booked and busy, or a lot of them are. So like scheduling is kind of crazy, but I don't know. It would take them a long time, but I feel like they would actually do it justice. I mean, maybe North Star could, but I don't know if they have enough like couples. Yeah, the problems I have heard about, um T. Don't get me started on him. I cannot stand him in the slightest. I actually despise that man with a passion. I don't know. I don't know if you could pick up on that, but actually, I hate his guts. He like hates seeing them be successful. He's so annoying. That's it. That's it, Brave. For real. That man is like the biggest narcissist I've ever seen in my entire life. Like heinously, heinously so. Do you guys watch like or if you don't want to like support him in any way, but like do you guys follow MGT anymore, or was it just like a Inglot situation for y'all? Same T. Same. Yeah, she needs out of there. Because it is very apparent where his and like where his priorities are, and they are not with him, or they are not with her. You just follow Inglot. There's like a couple or two couples from every year that I follow. Like Mina and Sobam, who played in Water. I love them so much. I know Michelle is in there and Arm is in there too. I liked them, but um, Michelle is from 2025. Yeah. Michelle and Arm are from 2025. And Sobam and Mina are from 2024. No, they're from 2025 too. What am I saying? Um, yeah, but I like them a lot. No, I wish they were though. I mean, they're like a ship, but they aren't together. But like that right there is them. I met them at Inkla's birthday party, and they were so nice. They were drunk. They were really drunk, but they were nice. Yeah, T, I was worried for a second. I was like, no, this is not going to happen again. I refuse to let this happen again. They better stop playing with my girls. Michelle will be starring in. Yeah, I think you are right because I think I saw her with them during that. I'm so excited for P Dad too, y'all. Did I hear right that she's going to be like writing or producing to a degree on that as well, or am I wrong? For the Beauty and the Bike. Yeah. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. I'm glad I didn't make that up. That'll be so cool. I'm so excited for her. Oh, you guys know what show? So speaking of Ploy, okay, this is what I was going to bring up. What show I randomly like binged? Well, it took me a while to get past like the first few episodes. Like I just wasn't really grasping my. I didn't like the official Beauty and the Bike trailer. Because I did record it, but it didn't work. Like my camera, I sat here and watched it thinking I was recording, and it didn't work. Left that for me. Um, but I was like not expecting the care. Like it was not. Is it okay? Green, don't hate me, but I'm going to ask you again. Veronica, Renee, which one? Oh, that's sad. That is so sad. Poor Ling Ling. Okay, she goes more so by Renee. Is that what you're saying? Renee's character took me by surprise. Took me by surprise for sure. I love that. But third person looks really good too. Um, I can see. So you said that your number one was Lunar Secret from the North Star lineup. Lunar Secret, then third person, then Beauty and the Bike, based off the what they gave us. Yeah, I feel the same. Third person definitely looks interesting for sure. Um, oh yeah, what I was saying. So we were just speaking about Piploy. Um, I don't remember her name, but she was in The Secret of Us as the other actress. Not not Ying, but the other girl, the like mean one. What's her? Do you know her name? Or who I'm talking about at least? What is her name? That's gonna piss me off. Let me look that up. Okay, yes. Thank you. Thank you, Aleph. Yes. Her. Her series. What is that called? Like a Palette? I watched that randomly. Like I was like, oh, I need like I'm just like having like a chill day. And I knew I wasn't gonna react to it. Um Green, I completely agree. We needed some more there needed to be some more substance there. Um just to like make things a little bit more clear. Yeah, so I would have preferred if they waited. Um yeah, it is strange because even so Beauty and the Bike is kind of the same, right? It's only the two of them. But then third person, there were other people. Um and I guess maybe because third person you said it's coming out this year, right? So they like have already casted or finalized the cast, I guess. So like they were able to include them. You guys, I promise I have eyebrow hair here. It makes it look like my eyebrows are really uneven. There's hair there. I just noticed that. Sorry. um. Oh my god, that's gonna bother me now. But yeah, it was just that. Yeah, I guess. I just yeah, and maybe it's just because it doesn't come out until next year, so they don't have all of that. But yeah, maybe they could have waited a little bit, or maybe we'll get something once the cast is finalized. Maybe. Yeah, it's just like a lineup. Yeah, that's fair. Oh my god, I keep forgetting what I was freaking talking about. Have any of you guys watched that show, Like a Palette? And why I am bringing that up is because I just saw, um, is it Pricking? Well, anyway, I just saw her post a picture, like, or a video, or a picture, or a video with Piploy. That's your girl. Brave, that's your girl. It's understandable. She's stunning. Yes, I'm so excited. I actually saw, um, what is her name? The it starts with Y. Yo, what is her name? T. Anyway, she's so beautiful, and I cannot wait. I saw her. Yoshi, thank you. Oh my god, I saw her in Thailand at the same event that I saw Jinjae and Jan Jing Jing. And I was like, I saw her and I was like, oh my God, who is that? And my friend was like, that's Yoshi. And I was like, oh my God, she's so beautiful. Um, and she's like, yeah, she's going to be in a GL. And I was like, okay, yeah, sign me up. Ew, gross. Tell your manager to get a life. Don't they know that you're like participating in gay chats? Like, what the hell? You've just re-entered. We're talking about Yoshi and Diana, who are going to be in the new GL Love You My Boss. When does that come out, T? Ew, gross. No, why? Are you going? Are you a team player? Okay, that's really fair. Feel that. Feel that. We got to do what we got to do, but it is unfortunate. I just want to be a millionaire. They started table reads. Oh yeah, her novels are a little sketchy, but they can be made okay if they do like any adjustments. um, yeah, no, I'm super excited. I'm super excited. Yeah, it's a little scary, isn't it? Um, and like, it's not like a one-time thing. It's like or like a one-off situation, like where like, oh, okay, that's kind of crazy that you did that. It's like an all the time thing. Yeah, they completely scrapped it. Yeah, and from what I've heard, I didn't read it um, because like people are like, if you enjoyed us, like the show, don't read the book. And I was like, okay, okay, yeah, yeah. Because what I heard was like, and I don't know if this is true because again, I didn't read it, but wasn't Bonnie's character like weirdly obsessed with like sex, and then like Emmy's character was super homophobic or something? Okay, yeah. Yeah, Pam was so toxic and homophobic, and Callie was evil. Yeah. Is she the same author that did Pluto? Because I did read Pluto, but I'm glad that they changed. Like they made some changes. Okay. Because I remember reading Pluto and I was like, wait, it's been a long time. Like I have a copy up there, but I read it like way long ago. Um, in the book, wasn't May like not blind the entire time, but played blind? Yeah, she played, she faked being blind the entire time. That is fucking insane. I was like, but yeah, I still read the whole book, you know. Oh man. But you know what I didn't know? Because I read the I know we keep going back, but we're talking about reading now, okay? And my favorite ones are the Be Mine. I didn't know I read those, like, so long ago, and then I watched Dangerous Queen, and then I was like, "Maybe I'll read Dangerous Queen, just, like, see what the novel's about." And then I didn't realize they were the same author. I had no idea. Exactly, yeah, Snap 25 definitely came in and took the problematic plot and was like, yeah, no, that's not gonna work for us," and then, like, actually did something good. Um, yeah, I was gonna say because I was like, "Ooh, I loved," and, like, don't get me wrong, like, um, I read most of Dangerous Queen. I don't think I quite finished it. Again, I just something happened to me. Um, Nothing that I know, like, nothing really happened. I just entered a drought, sometimes that happens. But, yeah, like, the writing does seem way different, between the 2. So I was, like, a little thrown off. What was the you recommended something to read to me, or you recommended something to me that I should read. What was it? Not a GL, but Taiwan. Okay. Let me write that. Let me put that down here. Yeah, it's pretty much got to be some version of um sapphic for me to want to partake, if I'm being honest. Oh wow. Oh wow, that looks so interesting. Oh my god, yeah, that sounds so good. Okay, sorry. I just added that. That looks so good. Did I start reading? I was reading like the little synopsis. My bad. Yeah, I mean, I need something to pull me out. Um, because I love reading. I promise. Like I absolutely love it. So like, but like I'm like pissing myself off because like every time I pick up a book or my phone where the book is at, um, and like I try to start, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go do something else. Like, why are you like this? I don't know. The paperback book cover. You need book recommendations? Novel recommendations? On top of it. All my books are on my phone, and I would have to, like, go through. I wanna go to Taiwan. I've only been there for a layover. I've never been. Notes of a crocodile. Oh, it's sad. Are you gonna have me crying while reading? It's like the worst. Then like you're still trying to read, but like your eyes are all teary and you can't. But I totally would. I would totally read it. Yeah, I got my cry easily gene from my dad. Like my dad was one of those is one of those guys that like cried during like American Idol performances. Um Definitely got my crying habits from him. Yeah, sometimes you just need a good cry, you know? It's so funny, like, in my personal life, I'm not like I don't really, like, cry like that, but give me a show or a book, a song, I'll cry. Oh, yeah. Music makes me cry all the time, especially live music, especially if it's, like, an artist that I love. Um, I'll be in that venue bawling my eyes out, probably looking crazy to everybody else. That's okay. I'll do that. Damn, nerd. You gotta keep your eyes untearied during laser eye surgery. You always cry listening. The one thing I have going for me, you guys, good vision. But when I was a kid, all my friends had glasses and I wanted glasses. Then I went and faked the eye test and got glasses. And then I was trying to wear them and it like hurt my head. So I was like, okay, I can't do this anymore. Your eyes getting red from editing. I feel that. I feel that. I don't edit a lot. Like I don't do a lot to my videos, but like I don't need you guys hearing me like if I have like a cough or like like have to like sniff or something, I'll edit that out for just for you guys. Also, a little insider information if I've fixed my camera issue. I love that. That is so cool because before, like, randomly oh my god, not Noah Khan, that is where I cried my eyes out, I'm not even kidding. Like, the opening freaking song, crying my eyes out. I was like, he's my wife's favorite artist, and, like, I just, like, listened to him with her, you know? Um, but, like, a few of his songs, like, really, like, they hit me, right? But I kid you not, like, I cried that entire concert. I cried that entire concert. My wife, like, looked at me, she's like, she cries too, but she had seen him before. Um, it was my first time, and I kid you not, I was crying the entire concert. She was like, "Are you okay?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine." But yeah. Oh, yeah. Uh, you guys, this is how my brain works. I'm so sorry. Just all over the fucking place. But anyway, whenever I'm editing a video, um, I've got my camera issue fixed. So before, if you saw it like zoom in, like if I like zoomed in on the show picture, typically that was because my camera cut out and then it was just like blurred. I was just blurred out. So I was like, hey, instead of like making you guys look at that, I'll just like have you look at the entire show for a second whenever my camera cut out. You guys, now that's my fix. If like I like yawn or like cough or something, because like okay, I'm a human being that we have to do that sometimes. If I'm ever zoomed in on the show, that's what's happening. You're welcome. It's okay to see the blur. Luckily, like I have I think I fixed that, so that shouldn't happen again. It was like a connection issue. Like the cord that I had was faulty, and I had to get a new one. Um, yeah. So that one was the camera problem. It would not stop for some reason. I was so pissed off. But recent, like I just got a new cord, like a day ago. So well, we should be totally cool. So it should be very minimal because like I don't yawn a lot, unless like I don't get any sleep or something. But usually I'm like in my zone. Um, but yeah, no, something was like the connection for my camera was like the cord was just faulty and it just kept happening and I was getting pissed off because I had like done a bunch of like other troubleshooting to try to get it to work and then it didn't work. So I had to go the new I had to figure it out that way. But I'm also working on getting like a camera just dedicated to filming instead of because like right now I'm using my phone, which is fine. Like I feel like the quality is okay, but I would just like to have that separated, you know. Um, yeah, I know. I had to do so many. I know the blur is okay, like that's fine, but like it pisses me off. Like it actually pisses me off every time that it happens. So that's why I do that. But yeah, you guys, what about a live reaction? Like on Twitch is where I would have to do it. I don't know like how like this works. Like Twitch, I won't get copyright claimed or something. What? Like I'm totally down to do it. I would love to do it. I just don't know like technicality stuff, you know? Twitch is great. Okay. Okay. I have a Twitch. So maybe I will do a live reaction. What should I live react to, you guys? Yeah, T, I'd probably put it up on Patreon. I feel like that would work out fine. Okay. I'm down with this. Should it be like I think Namtan Film is winning my weekly poll for Patreon, so that may be coming sooner rather than later. You guys think we should do like I should do a live reaction to Shades? Okay, I can do that. Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah. Cause I promise, yeah. Yeah, Lena Mew is a pretty big poll winner. Um, which is why I try to do like videos that typically don't win poll things like in between, you know? The debates would be endless. Are we talking about in like Four Shades specifically or just like in a general sense? Oh shit. I'm so intrigued by Shades. Like I really don't know anything about it except I think they're are they in high school and they're like in like a conservative school of sorts? Like I don't know. Yeah, nerd, don't you worry. Even if Jin Jae doesn't win, if you put out a video, like I think I've maybe missed one of your I mean, maybe more, unfortunately. But I think recently I think I've only missed one. But I try to like keep up with your videos because you usually keep up with Jin Jae. So like I'm not reacting to like old stuff, usually, you know. Okay, so it's kind of like think what T? Nur has a privilege. Or I have a privilege, whichever way you think of it. Because I get like new Jinjay all the time. Already wrapped up in a pretty little video, you know? I didn't have to search for it. Yeah, we both have a privilege. T, what are you talking about? Think. What are we thinking? When would be good? Because I know like, well, I guess like maybe around the same time for a live reaction. So like Sunday at 12 on Twitch, Shades episode 1. Okay. That's gonna be the plan, you guys. I'm gonna make an announcement, but it'll be next Sunday, 12 p.m. Central Time, Shades episode 1. Oh yeah, you're on the wait, 9. Oh yeah, you're over there. Just had to get my American geography on point there for a second to figure out where Vancouver was in the world. Okay, yeah. Which like, can we all just do that, please? Perfect. We love. I'll make an announcement too on both channels. No, you hate daylight savings? That's my vibe. I have like really bad seasonal depression, so I need sunlight all the time. Perfect. I love it. Yeah, you're 8 hours ahead of me, right? The sun won't come up till 9 a.m. That's not a problem for me. I mean, I'm a night owl, so like I would love to like have like a night owl in the sense that like I would like the sun up later. I don't know if that makes sense. Yes, T, we're doing it. We're gonna do it. Sunday, 12, Shades episode 1. I'm gonna try, you guys, to Summer, the sun is up too early. You're oddly picky about your sun times. 9 a.m. is too late. Well, 5:30 is a little excessive, I guess. But I kind of feel like it's up that early here. Well, no, like 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock. In the summer anyway. Um, cool. You guys, we have a plan. I hope to see you guys there. Um, my Twitch stuff is literally the exact same. The GL Pulse. I'll obviously include it in the notification. Yeah, it's gonna be a good ass time. It's gonna be fun because like that's why I mean I know me and Kelly like timing wise it just doesn't always there's some time in between, but we love like I love getting to like watch something with somebody at the same time. It's so cool, even though there is a lag. But um, besides that, it is nice. Yes, you're a night owl too, Green. Yeah, that's a good idea. I think once, so like, I just wanted to like kind of binge and get caught up on um, Four Elements because I was like kind of far behind. Now I am caught up with the exception of yesterday's episode. And I'm going to be releasing like those like this week, just to kind of clear that out of my schedule. Um, so moving forward, I think I will do more live stuff. I think that's a good idea. I really like talking to you guys. All right, Nur, go get some rest. And I'll see you Sunday, next Sunday, if you want. Yeah, I really like talking to you guys. I think like actually being surrounded by people that share interests, you know, is a beautiful thing, and like getting to like actively talk to and discuss things is like one of my favorite things. All right. Well then I have to go watch I have to go get my what do I have to do? Air Enemies with Benefits, and I'm going to try to get a couple episodes of Hometown Romance recorded so that my schedule can be a little clearer so that we can start doing live reactions. Maybe I'll make it a weekly thing. Who knows? Um, got to figure out the logistics on that. But anyway, you guys, thank you so much for coming and talking to me. I've so enjoyed it. Um, and yeah, I'm going to get off so that I can do that. But anyway, you guys have a great rest of your Sunday or whatever day it is there. Thanks, T. You too. Bye, guys.